It's Tuesday, December 5th. This is an end of the day SPY recap, and today we end up with a two up green day. We took out the high of the previous day. We closed a little green, and essentially, if we zoom out, we are still within this range we were talking about. The market has really been in this range for a long time. There was one day we tried to break out. We came down. We didn't really fail to the downside, and we're just kind of pausing in here still. So we have the key reference point of this purple line, which is the open of the month. We now have 3 days of the month, and we'll, if things kind of broke below the pre-market lows and below that line and below the opening price action, we would be bearish. But until then, we still will stick to the upside to see, which way we're going to break out of this range. So today, the market, after a pretty narrow day yesterday, we had a pre-market range between the blue lines, and we were kind of close to the bottom of yesterday, maybe breaking below that purple line. But the very first bar was neutral on the open. Then bar number 2 kind of started up, and that was kind of a buy signal here. Knowing you're at kind of the bottom of this, let's zoom it out, you're at the bottom of this range, and the market, even though it was gapping down, wanted to start up. And right out of the gates, it took out that purple line, which is the open of the month. So it turns the month green. So you got a good opportunity to try along, kind of projecting to the pre-market highs up here, which also was aligned with yesterday's highs. And that's exactly where price essentially went. So there was a very good morning trade there. Now, clearly there was a very deep pullback. It looked like it wanted to hold here on this bar, and then it kind of just grinded lower. And at this point, once you saw this whole action in here, to me, it looked like too deep of a pullback to really make another run up to those highs, and yet I wasn't prepared. It wasn't really holding below this purple line to test the lows again. And if it came down with a red bar and had an orderly pullback, and then I saw something that looked like it wanted to attack those lows, I might have bought puts. But as it turned out, that didn't really develop either. You had one quick push here, then a green bar, and this green bar just kind of grinded to the upside a little bit. And in the end, it's just kind of a neutral day near the top of this range. So we continue tomorrow. We'll see where those blue lines are. We'll see the opening price action. Overall, there was a lot of stocks that moved up nicely, and there was some good buy opportunities in the morning. So it was really a nice day for many stocks to trade to the upside out of the gates. And if you were going to try the SPY, if nothing else, it did reach its target up here. So it gave you, again, some pretty nice volatility. But after that, clearly a little pause came in, and now we'll have to see where things go, tomorrow and for the rest of the week. And the weekly chart was still kind of a little green inside of last week. And the monthly chart, like I said, we're just kind of sitting here after this green bar. We already took out that monthly high. So, it doesn't have to continue higher, but if it doesn't really want to fail up here at our key target, then we could be heading to some higher targets that we've identified up there. So that's why we're ready to go either way. I still think there's going to be some kind of breakout of this range. That's kind of what I'm monitoring for. And the more it fails on the downside, the more it looks like it might want to head up again. So that's kind of the expectation, I guess. But, I could also see easily, this is a bad tick in here. That so far we're only kind of at the halfway point of that green bar is the high. So if we go start down tomorrow, this could be the start of that 2-down week as well. So I'm comfortable going either way. You just have to see where price leads you. And today it led you to the upside for the morning.